Hi, Chef. How are you?
Hey, Wid.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome to my parlor.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me today.
Oh, it's always a pleasure.
Amazing. Thank you. Thank you. So, while we're here, Demon Duck, Dubai, how did you enter the culinary landscape? Like, how did that transition, and how did you become a chef?
Well, I think let's just start how I became a chef. Okay,
Sure.
I mean, that's a 3-hour movie. So I'll just tell you the landscape, how I came to Dubai. Okay, I mean, I've always had my eye on Dubai. You know, I think I think the culinary scene has been here. The culinary scene here has been, has been here for ages. Okay, so it's nothing new. I think, especially, I started the project about 3 years ago. I decided, okay, let's go into Dubai. I was given the opportunity. I was asked, and of course, given the decision, yes or no. And I can tell you, Dubai is booming. It's been here for a while. I think it's a mature scene, so why not?
Okay.
So I came in, and this is the result.
Amazing. And do you think there's room for Middle Eastern expansion for you outside of Dubai, say Saudi or somewhere like that, or you're happy just Dubai for now?
Well, I'm very happy in Dubai. Of course, there's always room for expansion. Never say no. And there's a lot of very exciting, cities next to Dubai. And since I'm here, why not? Why not?
I like that. I like that. And you're referred to as the Demon Chef. Is this a name you gave yourself? Did it come from someone else? And how do you feel about that kind of connotation?
Well, I tell you, the story was they were calling me, I mean, in Asian culture, they love to be the god, the god of cooking, the god of gambling. I'm
Yep.
sure, the god of whatever. And I didn't like that.
Okay.
I really did not like that because, gods have no fun. They have a lot of power, but they have no fun. So I decided, well, people were calling me, the god of the kitchen or the god, a god chef. And I said, I don't want to be called that. So I kind of gave myself that name, Demon Chef. Now, demon, I don't want to be, demon comes from a Greek word, daemon.
Okay.
And basically, it's the original meaning of this term is not, anything sinister. It's more playful.
Okay.
And, I'm a playful demon. Okay. The fun devil. The fun demon. Yeah.
And your food, it's known as like extreme Chinese cuisine. How do you feel about that as a moniker for the kind of the description of what you're doing? Do you agree with that? Is that what you're doing here in Dubai?
Well, I actually gave that name myself.
Okay, perfect.
So, yes, I do. Answer that question. I think extreme to me means X, X. And, you have X Games,
Yeah.
you have, X Factor, or all these things. And X to me means it's new.
Okay.
Okay. It's exciting. It's an experience. And it's extreme. And extreme means that, it's like a bungee jump. I describe it as a bungee jump, If the rope is just right, your nose kind of touches the ground. If it's short, you don't get that ultimate, excitement. And if the rope is too long, you're going to hit the ground and you're going to be in trouble. So extreme is just taking it right to that border.
So if people come to visit Demon Duck, what can they expect from the experience?
This is a dining experience. So
Okay.
I expect you to get good food.
Of course.
Food that you enjoy. I expect you to enjoy the ambience. I expect you to enjoy the service. I expect you to have a pleasant time and basically relax and just feel it.
Amazing. Tell me about these. So I've had this one before. So let's talk through the dishes. Are these the dishes you would recommend people to order if they came, or are these just some of your favorite?
There's no such a thing as favorite for me.
Okay.
Because I think once you establish a favorite, your life kind of stops.
I get that.
So I said, and everybody said, my favorite is the next one.
Okay.
Now that's being too corny because everybody says that all the time. So I can tell you, my favorite always
Go on.
is your favorite.
There we go. I like
Because,
that.
I'm a chef. I cook for you.
Yeah, of course, of course.
So let me give you a brief
Please,
introduction.
yeah.
This is the wasabi prawn toast.
Okay.
Prawn toast being a very popular dim sum.
Amazing.
I want to emphasize the shrimps, okay? The shrimp is actually local from a farm here in Dubai. As much local products as possible.
Okay.
And I can tell you not because just being sustainable to reduce the carbon footprint, but we have some beautiful products in Dubai.
Of course.
And they're absolutely delicious. So I try to showcase that. So the two dishes here are both from local products.
Okay.
The beetroots from a local farm. The dressing, I brought something in from Hong Kong, so it's nice to bring something from home.
Touch. Why not?
But all the vegetables and the cheese it's made, with local milk. We make our own cheese.
Wow. And is it difficult in terms of kind of quality of product? Do you find that what you can source locally is on par with what you would be using at your restaurants in Toronto, in Hong Kong, or it's different depending on the product?
Oh, absolutely not difficult.
Okay.
Absolutely. I can tell you, first of all, coming from Toronto, half the time you have to dig in snow. So
True.
Here, the weather's always great.
Yeah.
And as I say, I want to utilize the local product because I think it supports, of course, the local economy. Also, most important, as I say, to reduce the carbon copy. So we don't want to fly things over.
Of course.
Because I think, one of the most important issues now that for me is, the climate change. Okay?
Yeah.
It's creating a lot of chaos.
Yeah.
And so, I want to do my little bit and be sustainable.
Shall we dig in?
Please.
Is this like a one bite thing, would you say, or?
Only if you have a big mouth.
I've got quite a big mouth. I'm sure I can do it. Thank you. So what was the kind of inspiration behind a dish like this? Obviously, when you think prawn toast, you normally have this thin, kind of like very flat. This is very like voluptuous, I guess. Like, why did you decide to completely just do your own like non-traditional version?
Because I have a big mouth. I want to make it nice and thick.
Fair.
I think by making it slightly thicker, you get a lot more texture coming from the shrimp. Okay, so I want to make sure that, in Chinese cuisine, texture means a lot. So first of all, when you bite in, you get that lovely texture from that fresh shrimp.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the taste comes in, the sweetness coming from the shrimp, and then of course a little bit of wasabi.
Yeah, it's a little bit of heat at the end.
A little bit of heat, and a little bit of crunch from the toast, and so I'm trying to create a balance of textures, flavors, and.
It's beautiful, honestly. This is my favorite one. Whenever I come here, this one and the ginger chili beef.
Yes.
These two are my must orders every time I come. So.
And those are my favorite.
Okay, perfect.
My favorite for you.
I love that. Okay, so Dubai. Obviously, you're here. The restaurant is doing well. What's next for you, do you think, in terms of Demon Duck as a concept or Banyan Tree? What are your plans for the restaurant in the coming months, year?
Since we've gone now from the previous management to a new management, I think I'm trying to, blend in. So, you want to blend in, you want to fit in. So I think with Banyan Tree, I think basically the hotel was found on providing jobs for the local community. So it's a very, very, I would say, forgive me for this. Everybody's saying sustainable, which has a lot of meaning. But buzzword. This buzzword sustainable, and I'm trying to now pick up some of the philosophy.
Okay.
So the new menus, I'm picking in things using local products, being sustainable, reduce the carbon footprint, and also health. I think health is also very important because we're living a lot longer now. So we want to keep our body to
nourished,
and we want to keep it healthy because we want to enjoy life longer.
Of course.
So all that philosophy has influenced me.
Yeah. And the restaurant is known, obviously, it's in the name, for the duck. So people come from all over the city to try the duck. What is your secret recipe for this? Do you have? What are you doing differently?
Of course, I have a secret recipe, but if I tell you, I would have to kill you. Okay, so
please don't kill me.
No, there's no secret. There's no
Okay.
secrets. Okay, I think basically we aged our duck
Okay.
for 2 weeks, and I think during that process, the meat becomes more tender.
Okay.
It develops a stronger flavor, and also during that time, a certain enzyme develops or changes.
Interesting.
So the fat renders faster.
Okay, nice.
See, because the point is you got to get the balance. You want a very crispy skin.
Yep.
You know, this is what duck is about, the
Yep.
skin, crispy skin,
Of
especially
course.
Chinese style.
Yeah.
Okay, you want that crispy skin. But, you know, in order to get that crispy skin, you compromise the meat.
Yeah.
Because you need that, you need to heat it at a certain
it dries out
temperature,
the
it dries
meat.
out the meat. So I'm
Yeah.
trying to slow cook it. So we do slow cook it. And then by slow cooking it, because we have aged it, the fat renders very
Okay.
quickly. And then after all the fat renders, we blast it on high heat, you know,
interesting.
for a short time.
Okay.
I won't tell you the exact minute because I like you alive. And we get that crispy skin and that moist, tender, juicy meat.
Can we try it?
Definitely.
It's here? Let's do it.
Definitely.
Let's do it.
Okay.
And obviously, in the last kind of year or two, we've seen Michelin enter the Dubai marketplace. I'm sure you hear this a lot. How, for you, and obviously the restaurant is inside the guide, how do you think that is? Obviously, you've received Michelin accolades at your other restaurants throughout the world. How do you think this is for Dubai? Do you think Dubai is ready for Michelin? How is the scene for you?
Well, I think definitely Dubai is ready for Michelin. Okay, I mean there's a lot of great restaurants in Dubai. They have a great mix
Yep.
of the local cuisines. You know and also they have you know a lot of big chefs
Yeah.
restaurants here. And it's great. It's great. It's a great scene because you know as I said to people, there's no such a thing as competition.
Yeah.
Okay, there's such a thing as market. So where there's a market, where all your fellow chefs have restaurant here, which means you know this is the place.
Yeah.
This is happening.
Yeah,
So
yep.
with the Emirati, you know, cuisine, the local Emirati cuisine,
yeah.
you know, that's fantastic. And you know, it's refined. You know, you know, it's royal.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of rooms for Michelin there.
Yep.
And also with all the international chefs that have
Yeah.
premises in town, definitely this is, you know, it's definitely a Michelin city.
Yeah. And when you visit, do you have much opportunity to dine around the city, or is it very much you're here for work and then out again?
Well, you know, as I say, one of the reasons I did choose Dubai, you know, is, you know, I mean, you know, you really have to, as long as balancing your menu, your food, your whatever, you have to balance your life.
Yeah.
You know, you got to have some fun.
Of course.
So, of course, you know, I go and visit, you know, the restaurants of my fellow chefs and enjoy their cuisine and sometimes, you know, try to get inspired. So, yes, I have a lot of fun when I come here.
Okay.
You know, this is the representation
Okay.
of the restaurant.
Wow.
Okay, this is the duck.
This is
okay?
what people come for, right?
This is what people come for.
Okay, I'm excited.
And after
show me.
and after they eat, they always come. Okay.
Okay.
But anyway,
they
that's
come back time and time again.
So, first thing you notice, the duck is sliced
Yep.
kind of thick.
Okay.
Okay, and the reason is to kind of, as again, texture. I want you to bite into that meat. Look
Sure.
at that meat. Look
Yeah,
how
it looks
juicy that
beautiful,
looks.
honestly, yeah,
Okay? So now you can eat it just like that.
Okay.
Okay, and a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
They just eat it, enjoy the flavor,
Okay.
enjoy the natural duck flavor, enjoy the crisp skin, and a lot of people, you can just eat it like that.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, second way, of course, is with the bun. Now I like to
Okay.
use bun instead of pancake.
Pancakes, I was
And
gonna say.
The reason is because, you know, first of all, this is cut very thick, and I wanted the bun would absorb some of that juice.
Okay.
Okay, you eat a pancake.
Yep.
Okay, it's very juicy.
Yeah.
You know, you may get it may be a bit messy. Okay, now you can add on the condiments or the sauces.
Nice.
Okay, so we have the house one,
Okay.
which is made with hoisin
Beautiful.
and a bit of citrus. You can use the garlic mayonnaise.
Wow,
Or you can use the traditional.
Okay.
Which is more salty. So of course, you know,
Sure.
I would.
I'm gonna join you.
Yeah, please. So I put some of this in here, and then, you know, a bit of aromatic.
Okay.
Now this is also, if you want, everything is optional. Okay. So do whatever you like.
There's not one set way that you would suggest.
There's no such a thing
fine.
as set way. Okay. If you wish, you know, like in your burgers, sometimes you put in a bit of onion.
Yeah, it depends what you like, right?
So we put a bit of onions to cut into the fat. Okay. I hate cucumbers, so we'll
really?
skip that.
Okay.
Okay. So no cucumbers for me.
Okay, let's
so
do
now
it.
you bite in. That's your bite in.
It's beautiful, honestly.
So as you bite in, meat's very tender, very juicy. The bun kind of absorb it.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, I think the original invention of the bun.
Yep.
Do you know what it was?
No.
Well, the Earl sandwich was playing cards.
Yeah, I do that. I do that. Yeah.
Okay? So what's the purpose of the bun? Okay, I want to do something else with my other hand. Okay. So, you know, I think the bun creates a nice balance.
Yeah.
Okay, to sometimes absorbs a bit of the fat, dilutes the meat a little bit. Okay, or maybe makes it go further so you can order one duck and, you know.
Yeah. I like that.
make it go further.
So, when you started as a chef, did you ever think you would end up on TV?
You want to know? You want the truthful answer, or you want the humble answer?
I want the truthful answer.
100%.
Wow. Okay.
I'm an exhibitionist. Okay, I'm AAA. You know, I'm always thinking of something.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and you know, the funny thing is, now you have this what do you call it? This celebrity chef television, or you know, we have chef now have a certain status.
Yeah,
so
of
now
course.
we have all this world celebrity chef. A lot of these, you know, it's inspiring a lot of people to become chef.
Of course.
It's hard. It's not easy.
Yeah, of course.
And for what I tell people is, first of all, when I'm on TV, I am myself.
What's the future look like for you? Aside from the restaurant, what are your plans personally? Obviously, you said your vision was to be on TV, celebrity chef.
Yeah.
What's your next dream? What's your next goal?
You know, I used to have a long plan. I used to have a lot of goals, but you should always, you know, have foresight. You just also have goals. But you know, COVID happens. The world turned upside down. You know, in my parents' lifetime, you know, they went through a war. I never expected in my lifetime to go through a war, but it has happened. So I think perspective has changed. And right now, you know, I know it's corny, but I would say, you know, I have no plan.
Okay.
Because all the plans I had previous kind of gone overboard.
Okay.
So right now I'm at a stage where, you know, I'm looking, I'm observing, I'm seeing what is there for me out there, and what can I do. Okay. Because you can't run the world or change the world based on, you know, going on a path that is 100% you. Because if the path is not there, you can't follow it.
Wow.
All right.
This is something different, right? I love
This
this.
is definitely something different.
How do you even come up with a dish like this?
So, you know, the first thing about ducks is one of the most famous duck is, you know, the rubber duck.
Yeah, of course.
One, you know, the one that's in your bathtub. So that's what we did. The inspiration, of course, is from the rubber duck. It is a contraption of rose and lychee, which is also very, you know, Middle
Eastern flavors. Yeah, for sure.
So please dig in and enjoy.
What is the
foam is made with rose. So it's a rose.
And underneath is
there's all kinds of goodies.
Wow.
There's
Okay. It's a
lychee,
big
ice
spoon.
cream, and
there's a lot of texture in there.
Yes.
Honestly, wow. No, beautiful, beautiful. For our kind of readership in Saudi, in London, can we expect to see Alvin bring one of his concepts to either Saudi Arabia or to the UK in the near future? Is that...
Well, happy in the UK.
Okay, yeah,
It's
obviously.
been the bitter pill.
Yeah.
And of course, Saudi is right now one of the most, anticipated
Yeah, of course.
places. Given the opportunity, I never burn my bridges.
Sure.
And I never say never.
Amazing. Thank you, Chef. Honestly, thank you for your time today. Thank you for showing me Demon Duck. Honestly, happy to be here.
Been my pleasure.
Thank you. Honestly, thank you.